So 5 of the debutants are greeted. And now the Maroons, with Lockyer at the helm for the 11th time. From the air. Set. So it's click-clacks, front and back. Here we go again. The 2007 series is underway. And here's White, taken heavily by Johnson.
Oh, welcome.
Melbourne on Melbourne. Carroll over the top. Then for Mullen, his first kick of the game. Straight down to Brent Tate. And now for Carmichael Hunt, who won't go round either. Shortest way home is a straight way, and Kite bent him up and straightened him up. Kite does the same on Brent Tate.
That is a magnificent hit from Dallas Johnson, as Ray points out. Storm teammates.
To the right for Seven Receiver, the hit and the spin and Lockyer. Here's Johnson! Johnson gets it away to Carroll! And they're 5 metres out from the line. An early opportunity for the Maroons. Lockyer then to Seven Receiver. Petro will play the ball. Pulled down by 3 of the Blues. Hindmarsh for 1, White for another, Kite the other. Now they go to Johnson. And I don't think some of the Blues thought he was going to get it. They thought he was running a decoy. Maybe he didn't know he was getting it himself. Played by him, and now goes to the left for Thurston. The kick is beautiful. Oh, it's a try for Inglis. Inglis has put it down for a magnificent try on the left. Off the boot, a magnificent kick from Jonathan Thurston. For Inglis. Thurston goes out wide, it's coming back. Oh, beautiful draw. 6-0 in favour of the home side. Buderis with a quizzical look on his face at the referee. Penalty now to the Blues. High tackle Nate Miles on White. In fact, he's lifted him above the horizontal.
You can't grab players between the legs.
Player gets in a dangerous position, he has been lifted. It's going on report, right?
Buderis, Mullen and Asta, got the ball away to Hindmarsh. Did he get it down? He's going to point the spot. It's a try for Nathan Hindmarsh.
Yes, Nathan Hindmarsh, as Ray pointed out, getting tries at club level. Got his first tonight for the New South Wales side.
Get it down, boy. I've seen 6 replays. I haven't seen him put it on the ground yet.
So the kick is successful. The 2007 Harvey Norman series. White, blood streaming from his nose. This will be a blood bin.
Used to be a badge of honour. Now you've got to go for a face wash.
He and an Asta playing together for the first time. Oh, King from Carroll. Smith, second man. Thurston, out for Miles, and Miles is tackled. Good tackle that by Lyon, but they got the numbers. Oh, he's lost the ball. Stephen Bell. He lost the ball over the line almost. Played back for Buderis. Sweeps it wide for Mullen. Wide for Ryan. Wide for Cooper. Cooper's in to score. Wonderful try, and that will make Jared Mullen a very happy young boy.
And rightly so. Precision play. Beautiful passing there. The long wide sweep. Finding Jared Mullen in behind the support players going through.
As Jamie Lyon from near the touchline converts. Smith then, second man Thurston, second man Lockyer, and back for Inglis. And Inglis is snapped out of it by Cooper.
Great tackle by Cooper.
The 14 is Berrigan. Berrigan to the centre of the ground. 7 or 8 metres out from the uprights. At the Milton end of the ground. Here's a try for Price. It's forward. Paul Simpkins had his arm up before Price got the ball.
No, I think that's okay. I really do think from that angle, his hands were facing backwards.
Cameron Smith to the open side for Kafusi to Lockyer, and here's Berrigan. Berrigan in the 14 jumper, on for Dallas Johnson at the moment. It comes from Inglis, goes to Lockyer. Lockyer for Thurston. Thurston was going to pass, put a kick on it. They bet it dead. Line drop out for the Blues. Here is Cameron Smith himself. And the Melbourne captain over the line, held up. Play back for Badeiras. And Badeiras runs into a jolting tackle from Price. Mason going up the tunnel. Played back to Lillyman, who's on in 15. And they go back looking for Hunt. They find him. They find Stephen Bell. And then it's put down by Inglis. Scooped up by King.
There's Mason getting treatment in the sheds. Fourth tackle now against Queensland, and they are still close to their line.
That's a penalty.
He's got him for obstruction. Here's Lyon. Strikes it. Another goal to the Blues. Cameron Smith, Jonathan Thurston, Darren Lockyer. Long floater out to Brent Tate. Tate, the ball taken from him. Jared Haynes got the ball. Jared Haynes puts in a kick. He races forward with Hodges. He gets there first. He gets there and scores. On debut. Jared Haynes. That is an unbelievable passage of football from a debutant of all people. It was a charge down. The ball was rising off the boot. So it's never to be a knock on. Look at the area he's got to work in. Nothing. Goes outside the field of play. Gets the bounce out of heaven and puts it over the line. Jared Hayne, welcome to Origin. It's not Slate. There's a try. It's a try, all right. Here's Jamie. I don't like it. Try not converted. But what a try. What a moment. Right on half-time.
Just on Willie Mason, though, you can see the right thigh now heavily strapped with that hamstring strain. They still think they'll be able to get some game time out of him in the second half.
5 gone. Mullen puts a little kick in for himself. And the contest is there. And Tate comes away with the ball. Ball goes to ground. Now it goes to the hand of New South Wales. And it's with Hindmarsh. Big fella, Bull Bailey. Mullen. Face pass over Minicello to Tupou. And now to Minicello on the run around. He's looking for King to go in field. But he's pulled down and tackled. 30 metres out from the line. Now for Mullen. He puts it across to Anasta, who goes very high to Carmichael Hunt. And he's so hard to beat. He is just so hard to beat. Play up towards halfway for Thurston. Then for Kafusi. Legs kept going, body stopped. Jamie Lyon, the tackler, that's hurt the big fellow.
Yeah, that's a good tackle from Jamie Lyon. Came back from the English Super League this year. And he has stopped the big man.
Yeah, I think his ankle's gone the wrong way here. His left ankle has gone the wrong way.
Then for Price, behind Berrigan, the Lockyer. Ball goes out. Carmichael Hunt. Greg Inglis. He gets his second try of the night.
And it is now his 4th try in 2 games, and that is beautifully constructed. When we have a look at this is one that they have worked on all week. And it comes from a set of 6 put back to back.
I said this in the first half, and it would have been the only thing the coach should have been talking about at half-time. Every time Queensland get inside the Blues 20, they run these decoy plays at them, and the Blues defence run up, single out, and don't work as a unit, and they've been in trouble and look like conceding points every time.
From the 20-metre point, at the touchline, coming around beautifully. Smith at the 10-metre line, Lockyer, rifles it, Hodges cut past, Tate scores. Forward pass. Another forward pass. Denying Queensland.
And again, beautiful work of decoy plays and long passes has caught the Blues defence out.
Gidley at acting half. Anasta's pass on the bounce for Mullen. Fends away from Lockyer. Goes on to Cooper. Cooper on to Hayne. Here's the kick again from Hayne. Marked by Brent Tate. He fends away from one. That of Minicello. But look at Big Bailey. Back to Thurston. Thurston! metres short. Tackler was Tupou. Berrigan, it's a try for Price. Take that one off him. They can't. They can't take it away. Not this time. Steve Price scores for Queensland.
And most importantly, scores next to the post. We're about to be 18 all with a quarter of the game to go. And it is deja vu.
On top of this, it's successful. Johnson. And then Cameron Smith snapping a kick away. Queensland are coming quickly. And Jared Hayne. Oh, what's he done? He's presented a try for Lockyer. Lockyer has scored. Jared Hayne has gone from hero to villain. We've said it before. Justin Hodges will tell you the story so very well. The pressure of Origin. And Lockyer scores under the black dot.
And to his credit, Justin Hodges has come back playing the best football of his career after making some errors that Ray is alluding to. It is smiles all round. We have a new leader.
A demoralising moment in the game. And a charge down. Picked up by Cameron Smith. Restarts the tackle count, obviously. It's with Stephen Bell. Hindmarsh it was.
Yeah, this is the time for the Blues to stand up in defence. If they don't stand up here, they can't win.
Stephen Price has proved a thorn in their sides again. I said it earlier, he's so draining when it comes to pulling him down. Lockyer back for Hunt. Oh, catch and pass, Hodges again. Beautiful battle along the line by Hodges. He's got lovely hands. You wouldn't have thought so when he came on the Origin scene years ago. Here is Dallas Johnson crabbing before straightening, and he will play it 7 metres away from the line. Now Smith across Thurston, Berrigan, quick ball short inside for Carmichael Hunt. 5 gone. Hunt will play the ball for Cameron Smith. Now to the right for Thurston, a neat little kick at the crossbar. It almost hit the crossbar.
I had some really awkward visions of Greg Dowling there.
He's probably not playing in the position that we'd like him to be. As the ball goes out to Jared Hayne.
Oh.
He goes to ground, Jared, it's a penalty. It looked innocuous, but...
And he hasn't moved.
He has not budged.
I think you'll find it's Jacob Lilliman who's hung the arm out and collected him as he steps back inside.
Played for Gidley. Gidley to Anasta. Anasta, Mullen. Mullen floats it. Mason. Well, did his hands touch the ground? Yes, he did. That's a penalty. Cameron Smith. Then for Thurston, shot for field goal. Up it goes good. I think it's there. Yes, it is there. Thurston puts another point on the board. 25-18.
Big news here for New South Wales. After that field goal was kicked, Kurt Gidley straight off the field, popped his left shoulder.
And that's the charge down. Stephen Price, the charge down king. He's got the ball. He's tackled on the 40-metre line. New South Wales into the ground by Medeiros.
Well, generally, I'm not a big fan of the charge down. So often it goes against the man who's come up with it, but not on that occasion. It might well be the match winner. Short ball to Hodges.
It's played. Smith away for Thurston. The kick for Bell. The race is on. Minicello has saved them again. With 19 unanswered points. The kick down the ground. Hunt in his own in goal. Able to get it back magnificently. He's had a wonderful game, but they're back in full voice now. They know that Origin 1 belongs to them on the end of another mammoth comeback. There'll be no more, I would not imagine. It would all seem senseless. The full-time score. Queensland 25, New South Wales 18. So a 7-point ball game. They trailed 18-6 at halftime, and they've put on 19 unanswered points to win this game in another fantastic comeback. win tonight for Darren will see him become only the second Queensland captain to win back-to-back series. Lewis did it 3 in a row in 87, 88 and 89. Badira's 11 times in front of the New South Wales side. He's won 2 Origin series, and here he is with the team. The referee, as I said, his first time round, he becomes the 18th referee to have had control of a State of Origin match. New South Wales will run to the north, and 3 weeks of waiting. 3 weeks. Will we live or will we die? Might well be the question for the Blues, as Price, man of the match from 1, brings it out from the gallery, the product of the Red Devils at West Wollongong, where Fulton and Dorahy came from, and Roach and Jack. We wish him well, caught into the game so late to replace Anthony Minicello, and Cooper is injured for the Blues. 10 from halfway, Badira goes to Mason, up! And the Maroons pick him up, javelin him into the ground. Smith and Webb, now for Kite, angles it back in, but makes some metres, about 7 of them. Tackled by Dallas Johnson, the dynamo at the back. Kumali gets a kick in hurriedly high, and they get under it, and Carmichael Hunter's got the ball.
New South Wales have been out with Matt Cooper. It is a knee problem. They've got Ryan Hoffman on standby, but at the moment Cooper's saying he's sweet to play on.
Hindmarsh is with the ball then. Badiris goes back to Kumali deep. Then it goes quickly. Stewart, flick pass and now stuck. They've got the numbers on the right, but Queensland cover.
Last tackle, Billy. Check the grounding, mate, boys.
By the Maroons. Absolutely brilliant. That man Thurston is getting the plaudits from his teammates.
There's no try. He's signalled.
Badiris to the right, to the middle. Mason goes long, back to Kumali. Then deep for an Astor, flick pass inside for Simpson. Simpson! 2 metres out from the line. Pulled down the Novocastrian, Brett Stewart. He's over the kid! Stewart's over! Brett Stewart! Ondamu has scored! Well, what a dream 24 hours for the Manly fullback.
And what a try-scoring record he is amassing.
Jamie Lyon.
Lyon with the kick, straight as a bullet, straight as a gun barrel. Oh, Thurston! Taken in a bear hug. 40 metres out from the New South Wales line. They work it across the back for Thurston to Lockyer to Hodges. Hodges away off the foot. It rolls down into the in goal. Stewart rates it dead in goal.
Oregon's just not about it scoring tries, it's about saving tries. Brett Stewart scored 1 from dummy half. Now with great awareness is able to get across the field and defuse a very dangerous situation.
From Smith to Thurston, he tries to pirouette, tries to get out of the tackle, but he can't. Kumali made it with Simpson. Short side play, Cameron Smith. It's a try for Queensland. Here they come. Inglis has scored his 5th try in 3 Origin matches.
Well, it was a scrappy one, but they all count. Last tackle, Cameron Smith deciding to run it on the last, down the short side, through the short pass. It eventually found the ground and Greg Inglis, as Thurston looks to even up the score after 21 minutes, still to see a penalty tonight.
And another spot-on kick. Plays the ball, it comes to Thurston, turns it in. It's with Price again. He's able to stand and offload for Smith to go to Thurston, to go to Lockyer. He jinks and spins and pirouettes and goes further. He goes inside the 10. Lockyer stands, gets it to Carroll. Carroll shrugs away 1, goes to get it over the line, but I don't think he can.
Held up, tackle.
He's held up. He's held up on 3. The man who scored a try in Origin debut in 1998. And Badira sweeps it to Kumali's right foot. Kumali, he's never really had a kick without some pressure, but he still managed to find some ground. Find some dirt. Oh, tight! Hit by a shoulder from Hindmarsh.
New South Wales look to work it out. Brett Kumali trying to find support. Oh, gets shoulder charged by Nate Miles.
It was in 16, and Cameron Smith was in the tackle as well. Queensland slowing to play the ball down as much as they can. Bird to the line. 31 away on 5, I make it. Arm in the air. Anasta gets rid of the tackler. Gets it to Mason. Mason away to Hoffman. Hoffman to Cooper. Cooper kicks. It's a deflection off the legs from Greg Inglis. And what a superb way to finish the first 40 at 6 points all. New South Wales almost reenacting what Jared Hayne did 3 weeks ago. From Kamali to Anasta to Ryan to Lyon, and Jamie puts a kick and the bounce is good for Stewart. No! Well, normally that would have stuck. Here is Hunt turning it around. I've seen Stewart do some incredible things at Brookvale. One night against the West Tigers. Cameron Smith, Berrigan, seven receiver, buried by Mason. 5 gone. They've stacked the left. Thurston a kick. And Inglis has missed it.
20 metre.
Greg Inglis has gone so close, tantalisingly close. He knows the youngster from Manly has got a touch of class about him. Kamali high. Oh, what a take by Inglis. The Stormer above them. Badeiras back. Kamali deep. Then as they start flick, Ryan, and Ryan able to flick again, then Stewart, now back to Lyon, Lyon back to Kamali, surely they'll run out of numbers in a moment, the fly is on, the ball is down, it's with Queensland, it's Brent Tate the saviour, again.
Oh, that was an impulse kick. That was an impulse kick, the attack was building nicely. Queensland were at 6s and 7s.
I'd like to see the big men hit it up, attract a couple, turn and find support. Here's Mason.
Mason bowling them over like 10 pins. The move is called Kiwi. As it goes left, it's with Ryan and 12 out. Now it should start to unfold more. Badeiras for Bailey. Bailey drills it up the middle, tries to shoulder and poke his nose through the gap. Badeiras at the back of 3. Kamali wide for flying Anasta. Inside ball, Hoffman. And the Melburnian is tackled. Plays it for Badeiras. Now Kamali. Then short. Back to Ryan. Tackle at the end of 5. Still something left, maybe. Badeiras to Kamali. Puts the kick back in the opposite direction. And it's batted by Queensland. Tate is injured. He's been so safe.
He must have landed awkwardly when he batted the ball dead on the previous kick.
He's been cooked for a little while. Gus Ray pointed it out, that talked about him limping back in defence. Brent Tate has succumbed to that injury and has limped off the field.
The 30-metre line, Queensland end. Kamali for Bailey. Bailey running at a price, looking around to unload. 25 out. Tate is going up the tunnel. He's been a hero for Queensland. Penalty goes to Queensland.
It goes against Luke Bailey for pushing the defender away. It's a soft penalty. In a game where we have only seen 3 awarded.
I was going to remind you that it's in the rule book. Here's Price with the ball. You can't blame Stephen Price.
I won't argue with you over rules.
You will find a penalty in every ruck if you want to that's in the rule book.
Now it's come from Webb to Lockyer. They're ganging up now, eh? Gould and Sterling. Come and get me. 20 metres out from the Blues line. Smith to Webb. Oh, that's forward surely to Price. No, it's gone to Thurston. He puts a kick in. They're going to score. Bell scores. Well, what about the pass? Was it forward?
Well, not according to the referee, and that's all that matters.
And they can't go back on it.
That's the pass. That was doubtful. But it was called play on, and then Jonathan Thurston sizes up the situation, sees Jared Hayne coming forward, commits him, and then slots it in, and Steve Bell does the rest.
Now Thurston from touch.
I love watching the swing on the Jonathan Thurston kick.
Out she goes, and coming back too much.
You wonder whether that play from Luke Bailey and grabbing the marker's leg is going to be one of the biggest calls of the evening.
There's Andrew Ryan. You can hear the crowd at Telstra. They're getting anxious, but they're becoming more vocal as the minutes tick away. Hindmarsh offering the ball. Buderis, Kamali, and Simpson puts it to the ground.
New South Wales now forced to go 90 metres as Braithen Astor leaves the field and Greg Bird comes back into the fray.
10 minutes to go. And the captain is picked up and driven back. 9 on 9. Buderis and Smith jostling for the Australian number 9. Inside 40, Buderis. Kamali, he goes short with his kick. Looking for the bounce. It does. It favours Stewart.
6 fellas, changeover.
And that's the changeover.
What a defensive play by Big Petras Sivanasiva.
And Master back on the benches. Clyde will play it. Lockyer is calling urgently for troops on the other side. It's come back to Stewart. Stewart is 3 metres out from the line. Now Lyon. Then it's with Bird. Bird can't get through. 4 minutes to go. 4 points the difference. Simpson, Kamali, Hindmarsh, and Hindmarsh is down. 10 metres out in front of the uprights at the end of 4. Buderis slow play the ball. Kamali, Mason, ball goes to ground. Queensland have got it. Tackled by Sivanasiva. Kite hits them, gets it down. Queensland's Berrigan. Berrigan's away. Berrigan will score at the northern end. The Origin series has been shut down by Queensland in game number 2.
Did he knock it on?
Well, we're going upstairs to have a look. Shane Hayne signals a video referee intervention.
Did he knock it on? He said play on. Berrigan would have done well to get tackled with it.
Brent Kite, realising the urgency of the situation, offloads, gets rid of it, hits his hand, and has hit the hand of Sean Berrigan as well and gone forward.
Well, it's gone backwards. No, it's gone backwards. That's the angle of the camera.
I think it's forward.
Yeah, it's gone forward. They'll pull this back. The Blues are still in it.
But they've just got time. Where's the ball? It's with Buderis to get it away to Mason, and Mason is pulled down. Kamali, Bird, overlap, Hayne, and it's gone over the sideline. But off who?
I think it'll be, well, Jared Hayne is appealing to the referee. I think it'll go Queensland way.
New South Wales ball.
Oh no, New South Wales ball.
The Blues are with it. Kamali got lost. Cooper's 18 away from the Maroons line. Buderis, Brent Kite 12 away. 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds of the 07 series probably. Hindmarsh, Kamali. Oh, what a pass by Stewart to Simpson. Lyon knocks on, and advantage goes to Inglis for Queensland. Mel Meninga receives the congratulations that he deserves from Mark Coyne and company. The ball to ground again though. It still isn't over. The Blues are with it. 15 away from the line. Have they shaken hands too early? Kamali for Kite for Kamali. Mason on. Ryan gets it out. Now it's with Cooper. He kicks back into the middle, and it's taken by Inglis, and Inglis takes with him the Origin trophy. Queensland 10, New South Wales 6. What a finish. And the hoodoo, the nemesis of Telstra Stadium, has been taken from the Queensland shoulders.
And not a bad time to break it as we look at the devastation for New South Wales. Broken to win a series. First time that New South Wales have lost 4 games in a row since 1988-89, where they lost 6 in a row. And the Interstate Rugby League supremacy now well and truly with the Maroons.
So Danny Buderis for the 12th time takes New South Wales out on the Suncorp Stadium. 5 times previously he's done this, Danny, and he's come home with the chocolates on only one occasion. Hazem El Masri at 31 is the oldest of the New South Wales players and one of the oldest players ever to debut at Origin. In fact, the oldest stands to the credit of Tony Butterfield at 32 years of age. 2 Man of the Match awards for Darren as he leads the Maroons out. The result of Game 3, 2007. Will it be a whitewash? Are you ready? We're away. Lockyer's kickoff is high and deep. Massive hang time on the kickoff. And Brent Kites is tackled inside the 10. Queensland are hurt in back play. Simpkins going in. It's Johnson.
Here's Dallas Johnson down. 62 tackles in Game 2. And he's been hurt in the first of Game 3.
Dallas Johnson's gone in there, and that's a sorry result.
He's got the leading knee there of Brent Kite.
Dallas Johnson being assisted from the field. Somewhat of an Iron Man. He's played the full 80 minutes of his last 4 Origin games. The kick rolling down friendly for Tate, but Tate losing his traction and is pulled down on his own 20-metre line. Kamali's in trouble.
That's Stephen Price, who's diving at players' legs, kicking, was outlawed a while ago. He hasn't done so there. He's actually turned his back on Kamali, but the contact is still heavy on that lead kicking leg, which is very vulnerable, obviously, in that position.
Bell formerly with the Storm as it goes to Price and then back to Berrigan to go across to Carroll, who shrugs away one, and Gallen wraps a hand around the throat and pulls him down. Now they go in. Now they go in. Now they sort each other out.
Just a bit of pushing, letting off steam. Greg Bird will be penalised for the high tackle. No, in fact, sorry, it's Paul Gallen.
There's head contact there. You instigate the melee, okay? That's a penalty against him. Right?
So that's a melee.
That's a melee. It can graduate into a brouhaha.
Smith run around with Price, and then Smith through the gap inside the 10. Can't get the ball to Carroll. And Cameron Smith plays the ball back for Justin Hodges to go to Jonathan Thurston, and away now to Darren Lockyer to Carmichael Hunt. 8 metres out from the Blues line.
Crashing tackle, Brent Kite.
It was indeed. Lockyer hitting Sibinasiva. Losing the ball. And a scrum in front of the uprights at the New South Wales end of the ground.
If Cameron Smith had just slowed down when he first burst into the backfield, support was looming, but he lost track of him and had to go himself.
A fair bit happening down on the sideline here while that brouhaha was happening with Gallen and Carroll. Treatment for Greg Inglis out on the left wing for Queensland. Now they've strapped his right knee, and the way they've strapped it suggests there's a ligament problem. He's been struggling since the opening 5 minutes.
Thank you, Dr. Voss. 32 metres away from the Queensland line to the short side for Hindmarsh to find Bird. Bird puts a kick in, came off a Queenslander, went to ground, booted by the Blues, cleaned up by Inglis. Cleaned up by Inglis with his right knee bandaged.
Well, the rebound was nearly very good for Brett Stewart, but he actually treads on the football in trying to tow it through.
Players chancing their arm more in this game, obviously, and many of the balls going to ground. Then for Bird, good hands Gallen, puts a fend up on Lockyer, beats Hodges, gets it to Hayne, he's gone to ground, penalty, tackled in back play. Now for Badiris, here's Gallen, Gallen comes across, unloads to Kamali, they spread it to the right, Bird gets it away to Hindmarsh, knocked down by Queensland, 6 more tackles, back to Bird, and Bird is tackled by Bell.
There's another Queenslander down. In the end goal, Inglis is gone.
Ryan.
Well, he's a player who got the hand in the way there to save the try, but he is gone.
Badiris, and Kamali loses it. Queensland ball. Smith has dropped on it. Medeiros again for Kamali. Kamali, long cut-out pass, over to Cooper, tries to isolate the winger. Hayne is over! Jared Hayne is over to score for the Blues. Well, he had nothing to work in, but we know what he can do.
That is the work of a finisher, as the other winger for Queensland, Greg Inglis, limps from the field. Had a lot of work to do here to Jared Hayne. Takes advantage of the ball off Matt Cooper, Tate slips. Justin Hodges turned around, runs into Stephen Price, comes to the fullback Hunt and scores in the corner. Got one game one, has got another in game three.
They want this over. There goes Haslam. There he goes. There he goes. He's got it.
And what a great kick from Hazem El Masri there. He went through a rough patch a few weeks back, revealed that he'd actually been carrying an ankle injury, but was over it now. And there's no doubt about that as Bailey takes it forward. Well met by Price. That's a good restart.
Greg Inglis back in the sheds with that right knee causing his retirement from the game. Smart play by the Gold Coast Titans prop. Thurston, Carmichael Hunt passes and Queensland are in. Justin Hodges. How easy did they make it look? Simply superb.
Yes, very simple in the end.
He's been kicking at 80% in this series, and he's missed it. Thurston failing to convert. As Bird seemingly had plenty of time, some of the heat going out of the game. And on the carry back is Hunt, and the kamikaze Carmichael.
Yeah, it's cooled right down.
2 points the difference. New South Wales in front in Origin 3. And Lockyer fires it out to Hodges. Hodges to Tate at the last moment. And then two grenades hit him at the same time. And the ball goes out.
Yeah, he's hurt, Brent Tate. So too Matt Cooper. He knew it was the last tackle, Brent Tate. But he left the kick too late.
So Brent Tate retires from the game. Now they go to that side. Cooper to Lockyer. Beats him. Hodges is there. Lockyer comes again. Ball loose. Queensland. Bowen now retaliates. Thurston, over for Hunt, out to the 40. And Carmichael Hunt eventually tackled.
Greg Inglis, Brent Tate, they suspect ligament damage to the knees of both players.
And you can see Dallas Johnson there motioning. He wants to go back out, but the medical staff are shaking their head saying, no, you can't do it.
Take the tap. They're 15 away. Kamali for Hoffman. Great hands by Hoffman. 10 metres out from the line. Last 60 seconds of the first half. Bird. Almost like a repeat of State of Origin 1. Slow played the ball. Medeiros, Mason, Bailey, Mason, lost, Thurston. Thurston pulled down by Ryan. Medeiros for Mason, and Mason swerves at Carroll. Gives it to Stewart, Stewart to Hoffman, and the Melbourne back rower. Hoffman down the left side. Support coming. He's gone away from Cooper. Gone to Stewart. Ball goes over. Bounces for Cooper. Cooper's short. Change over. Queensland refusing to let them in.
Well, I think he's knocked on, and you've got to say that they have blown that. Ryan Hoffman, a wonderful break, and what about the speed? Stephen Bell couldn't catch him, but he just threw the pass back inside to Brett Stewart a touch early, which allowed the fullback to play. Here he tried to open something up, and it's a very distressed Brent Tate.
Here's Hodges. He circled them. He puts on the pace, but it's not enough to get away from Cooper.
Did well to stay in.
Queensland. Carlaw.
Dallas Johnson on for Carl Webb.
Smith. Price. To the 30 and unload. Keeping another phase alive. Cameron Smith. Put down heavily under the body of Medeiros. Goes to Kamali again. Nothing wrong in that little encounter back there after Kamali kicked.
Nate Miles, it's a shoulder problem. He happened when he tried to attempt to charge down on Brett Kamali. And right now at fullback, Carmichael Hunt, after that nasty-looking fall short of halfway, is limping for the Maroons.
Here's Stewart. Up from fullback, got the ball away for Cooper. Cooper with blinding speed. He's got the fullback to beat. He steps, he goes over the line. Does he get it down? I don't think so. This is another freaky save, I think, by Queensland.
Well, Matt Cooper again looks certain to score. There is an arm under the football. I don't think he gets the ball down over the line or even on the line.
That is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So this is the fourth tackle. I just think we're going back to the 10-metre line for held up over the line. New South Wales play the ball.
That is unbelievable.
Gidley a dummy half for Ryan. Running across the back of the ruck. He beats Lockyer. Gets it away. It's with Tate. The tackle. Miles, Price, and Sivanasiva. Gidley. Kimoli. Second man. Bird. Very wide is Gallen. Gidley again. Kimoli. Behind Kite for Stewart. Inside ball. Hoffman away from one. Lays it back. Blues go for it. Picked up by Kimoli. And a penalty for obstruction against New South Wales. Lockout. Time to kick. Oh. Gidley probably could have pulled out of that. Here's Hay. Getting it away for Cooper. Cooper again with space. But he's run down by Hodges. 31.
He even had the presence of mind, Hodges, to try and strip that football one-on-one. Short ball finds Kite.
Kite looking around for a blue jumper. He finds Gidley. Gidley finds Hayne. Hayne beats Miles. Not the second time. With the help of Sivanasiva. Stewart out from dummy half. Stewart lays it down. Gidley gives it away. Kite flies onto the ball and is pulled down inches away from the line.
Unbelievable. Have I said that once?
I think so. Cameron Smith to the short side. Still going. Webb. Hodges wanted it on the blind. They're going open for Sivanasiva. Then to Thurston. Now to Lockyer. Long ball. Out it goes to Berrigan. Berrigan trapped.
El Masri off his wing. Beautiful read. Was unfolding against him. An overlap. He snuffed it out. Last tackle now. Thurston. Crossfield. Short of the line.
And batted down by Bell. It goes to Hodges. He puts a kick in. And it's taken by Cooper. 52,469. Packing Suncorp. Packing the best rugby league stadium in the world.
Oh, look at this.
Look at the drive. Nate Miles in the room now. The emergency ward is full. Sivanasiva, I'm just looking at his face. He's absolutely exhausted. Gidley almost through. And another try saver by Cameron Smith to the blind. The bird away. The try is on. And over goes King. Over goes Matt King to score the try that'll probably win Origin 3 for the Blues.
Well, we've got a huge conversion coming up from Hazem El Masri. It's been a long time coming. The short side, Greg Bird. The cut-out pass, one-on-one. Matt King, a big man, gets over.
From 21. It's coming back. He's got it. He's got it. Gallen. Ryan. As though he wouldn't be denied. Tackled by Carl Webb. Gallen for the line. Gallen gets it away. As El Masri. Hazem El Masri puts it over the line. Well, I don't know how Gallen did that. But I'm sure El Masri's the try scorer.
He is right. He's being congratulated. What a wonderful night for Hazem El Masri. Beautiful ball from Paul Gallen. They decided to run the football on the last tackle, and that's where they had success going down that side for King to wrap this one up.
Are you brave enough to back him out? It's on its way.